The list of candidates for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's next class is down to 52 names, and 2 of them happen to have played here in Jacksonville. Fred Taylor, who's been waiting way too long, and Jimmy Smith, who's also been, waiting way too long. Maybe that's the theme of what we're talking about right now, because both of these guys have pretty good resumes. So let's start off talking about Jimmy Smith. 12 years in the league, over 12,000 yards receiving, 67 touchdowns, 5 Pro Bowls. He's 28th in NFL history in receiving yards. But Jimmy Smith deserves a gold jacket just like Fred does. Let's talk about Jimmy first, because I don't feel like we've made the case for Jimmy Smith quite enough. How about this? Most 1,000-yard seasons in NFL history. Here's the list, and here's how it looks. Jerry Rice is up at 14 at the top in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mike Evans still playing at 11. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Randy Moss, Hall of Famer. Larry Fitzgerald, what you think? T.O. probably, duh. And then there's Jimmy Smith right there at 9. Jimmy Smith, 9, near the top for the most 1,000-yard seasons in NFL league history. Well, that seems like a pretty good feather to have in your cap, right? If he's got 9 of them all in Jacksonville, I'd say he deserves to be in the Hall. We're not done. How about another one? Look at this one. Elite company here. First 12 years of your career, only 3 players have 9 1,000-yard seasons. Jimmy Smith, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice. That's the list, folks. So if you're saying Jimmy Smith's hanging out with Randy and Jerry, that's what we call elite company. And both of those guys already Pro Football Hall of Famers. I mean, gold jacket this guy already. At some point, this is slightly ridiculous. I don't want to call it Jacksonville biased, but I mean, Jimmy Smith deserves to be in the Hall, and so does Fred Taylor. How about this? Here's your NFL all-time rushing leaders list. As we go through it, the majority of the guys in front of Fred already in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Frank Gore's just getting eligible, so he's not. But Emmitt Smith, Hall, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, gonna be in the Hall. Curtis Martin, LaDainian Tomlinson, Jerome, but we can go down the list. Down. Derrick Henry, how about that? Just jumped past Fred. But Fred now sitting at number 18 with almost all the guys in front of him in the Hall. Why does the list stop at 18? Look, questions that need answers. All I'm saying is get this guy a gold jacket. Fred deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Jimmy Smith deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. We'll see if maybe this is finally the year that this guy gets the gold jacket, and Jimmy Smith too. The next step is they're going to cut down the list to 25 semifinalists in about 5 weeks. So we'll see if both of them can make it to that semifinalist list. For Fred, the wait's been pretty long. He's made it to the finalist list, just hasn't been able to get over the hump and get into the Hall. Jimmy Smith, we'll see just how far he can make it in this process.